Hi, welcome back to our video. So for now, let's have a short exercises regarding the some terminologies in our differential equation. Okay, so we have here the given differential equations. So all of these 5 given equations here is a considered differential equation because by definition all this equation contains derivatives, one or more derivatives. Okay, so our we will gonna do is to determine these terms here for the specific given DE. So we need to determine the type of the DE, given DE. Either it is a ordinary differential equation or a partial differential equation. Let us also determine the order and the degree in the linearity, if it is linear or non-linear. And then I've also included here the let's determine the variables, the dependent and independent variables in our equation. Okay, so let's start. For the equation 1, we have this symbol. We have this kind of derivative which is in form or in terms of partial. So we have a partial derivative of y with respect to x and partial derivative of y with respect to z. So the type of DE of sample 1 is partial differential equation, PDE. And the order of this DE is the order of the highest derivative, which is 2. So we have order 2. And the degree is the degree of the highest order derivative. So the highest order derivative here is this part. So the degree of this second order derivative is just 1. So we have 1. And then before we gonna determine if this linear or not, then let's first determine which is the dependent and the independent variable. So the dependent variable is the variable that has the its derivative. So the variable y is our dependent variable. So y. In the independent variable, here we have x and z. So we have 2 independent variables. So we have x and z. Okay. And for the linearity, let's go back to the linearity. We will only consider the terms with a dependent variable y and its derivative. So by considering this part, it is linear and this part is linear, but this third part here is raised to 3, which makes this whole equation a non-linear DE. Okay, so for the differential equation number 2, the type of the derivative here is in terms of ordinary. So we have ordinary differential equation, and the order is, what is the highest order here? This part, we have 3. We have order 3, and the degree is the exponent of the highest order derivative. So the exponent of this part is just 1. So this is also a first degree differential equation. So once again, let's first determine the dependent variable. The dependent variable here is z, and the independent variable is t. So by looking at our dependent variable, this part here is also it's only raised to 1, so it is linear. This part here is also linear, and this part here is also linear. That's why our DE number 2 is a linear DE. So for number 3, the type is, as you can see, this is ODE. And order is the highest derivative. What is order? This part here is our highest order derivative, so we have order 3. Then the degree is or will be based on the highest order derivative. So this is our highest order derivative, and its exponent is 2. That's why the degree is 2. And our dependent variable here is y. And the independent variable is x. And for the linearity, let's consider our dependent variable y and its derivative. So we have here x plus y dy over dx. So it is the variable y is multiplied to its derivative. So this whole equation automatically is a non-linear equation. So for our number 4, the type is once again ordinary, ODE. Then our order, what is the highest order derivative, is part. So highest order is 2. And then the degree of this highest order derivative is 7. Then our dependent variable is once again y, and our independent variable is x. And in terms of linearity, we will consider variable y and its derivative. So this part is raised to 6, which makes our equation non-linear. Then what else for number 5? This is example of ODE. Then our order is the order of the highest derivative, which is 2 y double prime. So we have 2, order 2. And the degree of this part here is just 1. So we have degree 1. So for dependent variable, of course, the dependent variable is y. And then the independent variable is x. Okay. Then for the linearity, since we have this type of equation, we will consider all terms with y. So as you can see, this is linear, this is also linear, but for this third term, we can multiply this whole term by y. So if you do so, then our equation here, terms here, became non-linear. That's why our equation here equation number 5 is a nonlinear DE. Okay, so that's all for these exercises. I hope you learned something from this, and see you on our next topic.